Today, we have some wonderful reasons to celebrate. Several European royal families have welcomed happy news all at once. The autumn of 2025 has turned out to be especially rich in new heirs, and we are delighted to share these touching stories with you. Let us begin with Luxembourg, where Princess Alexandra, the younger sister of Grand Duke Guillaume, has become a mother for the second time. On the 17th of October, the princess and her husband, Nicolas Bagory, welcomed a baby boy named Élie, a beautiful French name. The little one is now ninth in line to the throne of Luxembourg, while his older sister Victoire, who was born in May last year in Paris, is now happily welcoming her baby brother. Princess Alexandra has always been known for her discretion when it comes to her private life. The 34-year-old princess and her husband prefer to keep family matters far from the public eye. Even the location of their main residence remains a mystery to the press. Remember during the Paris Olympic Games when little Victoire was there with her parents, but her face was carefully hidden from cameras? This approach to privacy has become the hallmark of this young family, and there is something especially charming about that. In an era when the lives of celebrities are constantly on display, seeing a royal family choose quietness and seclusion feels truly inspiring. Alexandra seems to give the term modern princess a new meaning, not about glamour, but about inner dignity, not about showing off, but about harmony. It is interesting to recall that Princess Alexandra did not even have succession rights until 2011. Everything changed when her father, Grand Duke Henri, introduced absolute primogeniture, granting equal inheritance rights to all his descendants, regardless of gender. Today, Alexandra is seventh in line to the throne of Luxembourg, and her children continue that line. So, the story of fairness and equality has touched even the oldest monarchies, a tradition unafraid of renewal. But Luxembourg is not the only country where royal families are rejoicing over new arrivals. In the Principality of Monaco, another wonderful event took place. Beatrice Borromeo and Pierre Casiraghi, the grandson of the legendary Princess Grace Kelly, became parents for the third time. On the 4th of October, they welcomed a long-awaited daughter named Bianca Carolina Marta. The choice of name is anything but random and reflects a deep respect for family traditions. Carolina honors Pierre's mother, Princess Caroline of Hanover, one of the most respected figures in European aristocracy, and Marta was chosen in memory of Beatrice's maternal grandmother, Marta Marzotto, a well-known fashion designer who passed away in 2016 at the age of 85. For 40-year-old Beatrice and 37-year-old Pierre, this is their first daughter after two sons, 8-year-old Stefano and 7-year-old Francesco. Can you imagine how happy the boys must be to have a little sister now? Their family feels complete, two protectors and one tiny princess. Beatrice Borromeo, a well-known Italian journalist, has always spoken openly about her wish to have a big family. Back in 2016, a year before her first child was born, she said in an interview that she had grown up in a large family and dreamed of the same for herself. That heartfelt wish for motherhood has now come beautifully true. Pierre and Beatrice have been together for 17 years, since 2008, and married for 10 years. Their wedding in the princely palace in July 2015 was one of the most stunning royal celebrations of that time. Over the years, they have become one of the most harmonious couples in European aristocracy, showing genuine love and mutual support. And truly, when you look at them, you begin to believe that even under the glare of cameras, real family happiness is possible. Not staged or idealized, but warm and sincere. What makes these stories especially moving is how modern royal families balance public duties with their desire to protect their children. This approach is so different from what we saw in past decades, when royal children became objects of constant media attention almost from birth. They are not afraid to be open, but at the same time, they defend their right to privacy. And perhaps that is what makes them closer to the people than ever before. Because behind the titles and crowns are the same feelings: love, care, and the wish to give their children the best. These births also remind us how European monarchies continue to evolve and adapt to modern realities. Changes in succession laws, the recognition of equal rights for all children regardless of gender, international marriages, all of this shows that royal houses are not stuck in the past, but are living in step with the times. For now, we can only wonder what these little ones will grow up to be, and what role they will play in the future of their countries. But one thing is certain, they were born into loving families that cherish both tradition and modern values in raising their children. All we can do is share in the joy of these beautiful families and wish all the newborns good health and their parents happiness and wisdom in their new roles. Because even in a world where everything seems ruled by protocol, the birth of a child remains a miracle before which both crowns and hearts bow.